Hey, good morning. How's it going? Oh man, up here at the Cup and the Scone, men's Bible study, 9 a.m. We're in Matthew 2. Um, yeah. Well, I'm going to read you today. It'll be in Exodus 19. I'm going to start in Exodus 19:10. I'm just going to go through 11 here. The Lord said to Moses, "Go to the people and consecrate them today and tomorrow." Almost like taking communion, I think, in a sense. There's this consecrate them, make them clean. They must wash their clothes and be prepared by the third day. Wow, that's really cool, right? The third day. For on the third day, the Lord will come down on Mount Sinai in the sight of all the people. Wow, so Christ came out of the tomb. Right, pretty cool. So I know, like I do a lot of my videos, I really do seem to focus on the Old Testament a lot and connecting it to the New Testament. I do believe our fruit is important. No, you cannot earn your salvation through works. But on the other hand, I think Sunday morning at many churches across the country, hyper grace is going to be taught, hyper mercy, that you have no accountability. You don't have to obey God. And they'd say, "Oh, no, we're not teaching that." Yeah, in reality, you are. You're teaching people not to fear the Lord their God. You're teaching people you don't have to obey the Ten Commandments. Disobedience is being taught in the name of grace and love. And Paul says, don't turn his grace into a license to sin, which is what we've done. So I'm going to read you there's the two greatest commandments, right? Love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind. Then there's love thy neighbor as you love thyself, which is the fifth commandment. So I think as people, we get very caught up on the bottom four, because murder, adultery, stealing, bearing false witness, and coveting, right? These are things that are really murder. It's how we live with each other. We get very caught up on that, and I'm not saying it's not important. Of course, it's very important. But what we don't get caught up on is the first four. And God spoke all these words. I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of slavery. You shall have no other gods before me. No other gods before him. You shall not make for yourself an idol in the form of anything in heaven above, or on the earth below, or in the waters beneath. You shall not bow down to them or worship them. For I, the Lord, your God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers on their children to the third, fourth generations of those who hate me, but showing loving devotion to 1,000 generations of those who love me and keep my commandments. You shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain, for the Lord will not leave anyone unpunished who takes his name in vain. Wow. Will not leave anyone unpunished. Remember the Sabbath day, keeping it holy. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work. But the seventh day is a Sabbath to the Lord your God, on which you must not do any work, neither you, nor your son, your daughter, nor your manservant, maidservant, or livestock, nor the foreigner within your gates. For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens and the earth and the sea and all that is in them. But on the seventh day he rested. Therefore the Lord blessed the seventh day, set it apart as holy. So I think it's easy to look, don't murder, commit adultery, do not steal, do not bear false witness, don't covet. These are easy to see. I can see what you're doing. This is how we're dealing with each other. It's really what you're judged on, if you're a good man or a bad man, right? Nobody goes for prison for not loving the Lord their God with all their heart, all their soul, all their mind, right? Nobody goes to prison or is fined for taking the Lord's name in vain. Nobody gets in trouble for idolatry, right? But, so this is hard. The first four, we have to police ourselves. It's a state of the heart. It's the actions or the things you do that no one else can see. So, like we'll talk about David, Abraham. Yeah, they struggle with the bottom 5, 6, like everybody else. But boy, they do 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? Man, like heroes, champs. So, that's why I believe in grace and mercy. And, oh man, for heaven's sakes, I am so thankful to the Lord for what He has given me and what He has brought me through, and the life I have. And man, I did nothing to deserve it. Now I'm just trying to help others get on this path, get on track. Hey, men's Bible study, 9 a.m. If you got questions, your concerns, you just want to know what it is we're doing, come on up, Cup of the Scone, upstairs, 9 a.m. Hey, have a great day. God bless.